Well, welcome back to the channel. I'm Rod from Fleet Auto News, and this is the BYD Shark 6. Let's take a look. In this video, we're looking at the BYD Shark 6, and is it a good fit for fleets, either on the fleet itself as a company vehicle or as a novated lease. We'll be looking at weights and capacities of the vehicle, engine stats, fuel economy and range, as well as CO2 emissions and charge times and V2L functions, plus warranty and servicing. So let's get on with it and have a look at the BYD Shark 6 for fleets. First up, weights and capacities. Well, it's a ute. So what's in the back? Let's take a look and talk some numbers. Push the button twice. Then it drops down. You have to manually put it back up yourself. That's not too hard. That's a nice little way to open it up. Forgive me notes, but there's a few numbers to go through here. So talking about weights and capacities, what's the capacity in the back of the tub? What can it carry? What can it tow? Quite important in the ute space. Gross vehicle mass, the first up. How much can the vehicle weigh all up? That's 3,500 kilos. That's pretty good actually. But it has a curb weight of 2,710 kilos. 2.7 tonnes, as you see it sitting here right now. That gives it a payload, subtracting the curb from the GVM, of 790 kilos. Pretty good. But how does towing come into this equation? Well, it does. This particular vehicle, unlike some of the competitor utes, only has a brake towing capacity of 2,500 kilos, 2.5 tonne. Would in theory give a maximum ball weight of 250 kilos. That being the case, with the payload already at 790, once you take the 250 kilos out, it leaves you with a net payload, once you've got that 2.5 tonne trailer or van or boat on the back, of only 540 kilos. So it starts to eat in to how much stuff you can actually have in the ute when towing. Of course, quite simply, if it's only a 2-tonne trailer, it's only 200 kilo ball weight, which would take it from 690 down to 590. So just be aware of all these numbers because you can't change them. They're requirements that you have to meet. You can't exceed them. The total towing combination mass, or the gross combination mass GCM, 5,750 kilos. And how much can the tub carry? 1,200 litres of space. Well, let's look at some of the off-road numbers for this vehicle. What can it do off-road? Number one, ground clearance, 230 millimetres. That's pretty good. Not class leading, but it's pretty good. The approach angle at the front, how much the bumper will clear and have the tyres hit first rather than the bumper. That's 31 degrees, that's very good. At the back, the departure angle, 19.3 degrees. It's okay. And the ramp over angle when you go over the obstacle or hump is 17 degrees of clearance. It has a wading depth of 700 millimetres. That's right up there with everyone else, that's pretty good. But where it differs, this is actually an all-wheel drive vehicle, not a four-wheel drive. And when the conditions get a lot tougher, there is some conjecture in that about how well I can perform off-road. It does have mountain mode, sand, gravel, snow modes in the transmission to help it do all that, but mechanically driven proper four-wheel drive systems are obviously much tougher and more robust in the conditions that are really rough and tough. But for the everyday user who probably isn't going to cross the Simpson Desert in this or go to the Cape or Gibb River Road or anything like that, you don't need all that stuff. You just want a vehicle that's more capable, that can take you where you want to go for that odd camping trip, more capable to go off-road, maybe doing something like the bridle track, stuff like that will come into play, and this vehicle will suit you right down to the ground. Well, what's under the bonnet of the BYD Shark 6? What makes it go so fast? 0 to 100 in 5.7 seconds. Well, under the bonnet is a 1.5 litre petrol turbo motor. But it also has, and this is the secret, 2 electric motors as well. All combined, 321 kilowatts of power and 650 newton meters of torque. That's what helps it get up and go. It's quite thrilling when you accelerate away. It matches the whole theme of the car. Well, what's the fuel economy like? Plug-in hybrid vehicle, how do those numbers stack up? Forgive me notes, but it's a few numbers to remember here. BYD claims this vehicle, when the state of charge in the battery is between 25 and 100%, you can see fuel economy figures return of 2 litres per 100 k's. That state of charge is very important. When the state of charge drops below 25% on the battery, the fuel economy blows out to 7.9 litres per 100 k's listed. So there's that to consider, but it charges itself as it drives. It can drive purely in EV mode, and they say you can have a range of up to 100 kilometres on that, just purely on the battery, and then charge it up externally, and then not use fuel at all. That's very good. Claimed total range of the plug-in hybrid vehicle here is 800 kilometres, but the most I've seen it at is 752, and it actually has, I'll put a little shot up here for you, it doesn't give you a fuel gauge, it gives you a range for the battery and a range for the petrol, and then a combined range of how far you can go, and you use that as like a petrol gauge. Different, but quite like it because it's telling you how far you can go. The petrol tank's only 60 litres, but it doesn't really need more than that, so that's pretty good. And the total battery capacity is 29.58 kilowatt hours. Well, what about CO2 emissions? It's a plug-in hybrid, so they should be pretty good, and they are. BYD lists grams per kilometre of CO2 at only 46. That's pretty good. It's not full battery EV, but hey, there's still a petrol engine in there. It's got to burn those hydrocarbons and put out CO2 somehow. But what does that look like over a year? Say 12 months or 20,000 k's travelled. If we look at that, it actually only comes out CO2 emissions, when you multiply it out over that factor, 920 kilos. That's very good. Well, how long does the Shark 6 take to charge up? Here on a DC supercharger, anywhere between 20 to 25 minutes, from 30% up to 80%. If you're charging at home or the office and you have a 7 kilowatt wall box, about 4 to 5 hours. If you're using the portable slow charger just plugged into a normal 10 amp power point, 240 volt, it'd be up to anything approximating about 15 hours. Not undoable, but just got to plan around when's the best time to charge. And of course, you have a petrol motor, and that charges the battery as you drive. There it is now, 100% charged, just over 31 minutes. And of course, being a battery electric vehicle, all of them these days have what's called V2L, or vehicle to load. Comes with a plug-in adapter here. Just take him in there, open up the flap, take out the AC plug, you plug it in, and then you've got here double power point, ready to charge up whatever accessories you need. You might need to run a bit of boost to charge up phone batteries, cameras, a fridge, maybe even power a TV or something while you're away camping. Very handy function to have. What about in the fleet space? Safety. 5-star ANCAP rating. Well, that's a big tick. And the drive rate features it has. Holy dooly, it's got everything. It's got basically autonomous emergency braking, rear cross traffic alert, front cross traffic alert, 360-degree camera, lane departure warning, lane keep assist, blind spot detection, traffic sign recognition, the TPMS system, trailer sway control. It's got a full suite of driver aids that's going to make it as safe as possible for you out on the road, and for your fleet drivers as well. Warranty and servicing. Well, BYD standard warranty on this car is now 6 years or 150,000 k's, whichever occurs first. There was a change to BYD's warranty plans earlier in 2025, which took out some of the complexities that were there previously, with certain components being excluded. Bumper to bumper now, it's 6 years, 150,000 k's. The battery, the warranty on the battery is 8 years or 160,000 k's. So that's good peace of mind motoring for a good chunk of time there. Roadside assistance is complimentary for the first 12 months after first registration, and there are plans available through BYD to cover you after that as well. Servicing. Service intervals on this one are every 6 months or 20,000 Ks, whichever occurs first. There is a cap price service plan offered through BYD for up to 11 years and 220,000 Ks, and when you average the total cost of that over that time period, the average cost per year works out to be between $500 to $552 per annum. There's a few services that are over $1,000, big services. There are other smaller services that are only about $130, but the average over that time period, as I said, $500 to $552. So eyes wide open, it's not a bad package. Do you like the BYD Shark 6? Maybe a competitor vehicle? Does the idea of a plug-in hybrid ute appeal to your fleet or for your next novated lease? Let us know down below in the comments. Tell us what you think. We always love that feedback. Is it a good ute for fleets? In the commercial space, yes, it's got numbers and make it practical and all that, but probably not as good as some of its competitors, especially with the lower towing capacity than it's things like Ranger and Hilux and Triton and everyone else. 3.5, this is 2.5 tonne for brake towing capacity, but yeah, probably not so much there. But in the novated lease space, yes, definitely. The price point, the equipment and features you're getting with it, it's certainly going to be an attractive option for people looking for a utility type vehicle, electrified, and great value for money. I think it'll fit well. Well, what do I think about the Shark 6? I've got to say I like it. There's quite a lot of it to like. Plug-in hybrid, all-wheel drive ute. Versatility, practicality, performance, it really ticks a lot of boxes. And if you're in the market for a plug-in hybrid ute for your fleet, or maybe your next novated lease, this should certainly be on your list to consider. At least take it out for a test drive. You've got to experience it to understand it. But let us know what you think in the comments down below. Love that feedback. Tell us all about it. Do you like the Shark 6 or do you prefer a competitor vehicle? Let us know. And remember, if you like these videos, don't forget to hit that like button down there, plus that subscribe button and notification bell to keep you up to date with everything we're doing here at Fleet Auto News. I'm Rod. Thank you very much for watching the video today, and I'll conclude by saying I look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.